Hello, everyone. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Let me know that you can see things okay. Let me know that I haven't completely screwed up as a human being and as a nerd. Let me know it's all okay. Hello, fella. All right. I'd love it if I could just wait around for more people to show up, because I'm sure a lot of people haven't even noticed that there's a stream yet. But I don't know that I have that luxury. Anyway, let me get this microphone tweaked up a bit. I should probably buy a better mic arm one day. But anyway, we have a very interesting evening ahead of us. Oh, good. All right. Streaming at 1440p, so be sure to check your quality settings if you want maximum beautiful crispiness. Also, I've had, when I did the test stream, I had literally just reconfigured the streaming PC down here from scratch. Now, I have set up OBS with all kinds of fun stuff. So, and by that I just mean I have like these pauses. And I have, since I have a 4K capture capability, and I'm streaming at 1440p, I found it rather practical to tap this Cam 1 only zoomed here, and yeah, I can zoom in using software instead of doing this nonsense where I go screwing around with the zoom. Oh, I'm jerking off my camera. That's probably inappropriate. So yeah, technology and all that. All right. Okay. So, just full disclosure for everyone. You may occasionally hear me pause, and the reason for that is beans. Beans are the reason for pausing, because I haven't eaten in a while. So I'm going to be a slob and eat while I do computer repair. You'll have to get over it. Oh well, something tells me you will. Beans. Did I mention beans? I also have this water, which I'll spill. Oops, nope. Yeah, it's water. It's not clear wine. Can you even make clear wine? Now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know if it's possible to make completely clear wine. It seems like there would always be a tint. So, let's take a look here. This thing... Okay, I figured something out. So, wow, you can't see me. I should have set up a second camera. YouTube keeps complaining to me that my stream bitrate is too low. But my bitrate isn't too low. What's actually going on is I'm using CRF encoding instead of CBR encoding. So, it encodes based on a rate factor, and it puts whatever... The bitrate is whatever it feels like it needs to be to maintain the rate factor number I set, rather than padding it out or, you know, being unnecessarily stupid to maintain a constant bit rate. Because constant bit rate is stupid. Constant bit rate is for plebs. And I am no pleb. I am a snake flag bearer. So, because of this, I'm using CRF, and YouTube just keeps screaming at me that my bit rate's bad. And you know what? They can shove it. Oh, crap, I forgot about that. Why is his name on here? God almighty. Poor guy. I forgot about the Ethernet. The Ethernet's broken on this one. And I don't know if I can fix that. But I also don't know. Maybe it'll just be fine if I just put it back together. Yeah, I think that it will be okay if we just put it back. So, enough of my rambling. Now that there's probably been plenty of time for people to join, let me discuss what we'll be doing tonight. This is laptop number 1. Laptop number 1 wouldn't power on. It wouldn't power on at all. And I did some poking at it, and I thought it had a bad motherboard, and I reflowed the motherboard. But then, later, and maybe I should just show this to you. Let me see if I can pull it over here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. It's a pretty short leash, but I think I can get it over here. Okay, this This right here, let me take advantage of all the magic technology I have here. This right here is a Dell laptop adapter, 140 watt, okay? You see the blue light, that means we've got power. Power is good, right? And I use this adapter, I use a lot of these adapters to adapt down to the smaller barrel size that they use on newer, skinnier, sexier Dells. So here's what happens, and this is what tipped me off, that this is actually going to be a DC jack repair. After I did a reflow. Fuck me. Alright. The important part is to watch the blue ring. In fact, let me just hold the blue ring up as high as I can. Alright? Watch the blue ring while I plug this in. Plugging in the laptop now. You heard the crack? If you didn't, you saw the blue ring go out. The jack is broken and shorting out the DC power. So, yeah, let me reset this. It's got a resettable fuse, as all good laptop adapters do. Guess I didn't unplug it long enough to reset it, huh? Reset, you piece of junk. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not doing that right now. But back in. No? Okay. Hold on just a second. I just realized that I have two of these adapters over here and I've been unplugging the wrong one because I'm dumb. Okay, I fixed it. So this obviously has a bad DC jack, and it also obviously has been disassembled already. I've spared you the disassembly of this thing because it's not interesting. It's not even remotely interesting. Nobody cares. Did you say VGA and DVI? No, not on this. Are you talking about this? Over here? Are you... Wait a minute. In the chat, you said VGA and DVI. I assume you're referring to this old-ass monitor that's really gross over here that I use to test occasionally. And one day might actually, you know, clean. Yeah, VGA and DVI, because this is an old monitor, and most computers have VGA and DVI. Most computers don't have HDMI, unless they're new enough. VGA and DVI are much more reliable in terms of whether or not you have them on a computer. They are inferior, but they're more likely to be present. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Let's see, Yep. So what we're going to do here is pretty straightforward. I mean, disassembling this is pretty straightforward. You just take all the screws out, then you slide out the optical drive, and you take the 3 screws out that go here. Really difficult. If you've seen any of my disassembly anythings, any videos, any streams, you know where that's going. It's extremely common. I don't have room right here for this. Everybody knows how to do that by now. So what we need to do, and I was thinking maybe I should rethink the way that I've got this set up. But for now, let's just go ahead and start ripping stuff apart because that's fun. I'll move that light over. So we need to get the DC jack out of there, not just... Yeah, let's get this Wi-Fi card and this hinge they both need to be removed. And I have a bad feeling that this is one where it runs under the board. So I may have to remove the whole stupid motherboard just to get this one job done. Thanks, Dell. Thanks so much, Dell. I'm so grateful for you being so dumb. Damn it. Does nobody fix computers? Oh, who am I kidding? Of course they don't. And then there's a screw holding the jack down. Yep. There's one of those. Oh, it's a very small screw, too. Holding the jack down. Actually, that is easily mistaken. I think it's the same as the Wi-Fi screw. There you go. Ethernet, don't run away. So there's your shorting out piece of shit DC jack. God knows what they did to actually get it to that condition. But, yeah, I'm going to have to take some stuff apart because the jack runs under the board. Pain in the ass. It's like all these wires are reachable, but is there any way that I can get to it without taking this whole board out? Surely there's, like, maybe I can... That's probably not enough give, is it? Maybe. I don't know. Let me just lift it up and see. Actually, it might be enough. There might actually be enough give in there that we can get that out. Yep, there's one. The other one feels kind of stuck. Okay, yeah. I can get that back in, though. That's not a problem. All right. Bad DC jack. New DC jack in very Chinese plastic. Look. Made in China, and they've already rated it for me. In fact, if you are capable somehow of looking at this, they've already rated their own part for me. You're not going to focus, are you? Yeah, of course you're not. There you go. See that? They've rated it 10 out of 10. I don't even have to worry about it. The job's already been done for me. I don't have to even think. I love this. I don't have to do real work. Doo-dah, doo-dah. God, this is the most Chinese plastic wrap ever. If you buy stuff that's sourced more directly from China, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, and I missed the garbage can too. That's really nice. I love it. Heh. All right. So Captain Beanie Mouth over here is going to eat and repair laptops with you. Yeah, that's pretty dismal right there, if you can see it. I don't know what the minimum focus distance is on this lens, but it's supposed to be pretty sweet. There it is. You can see it. You can see that the bad one right here, the barrel's like sticking out in a funny way. Anyway, they look largely identical. One has a longer, thicker wire than the other. Ooh, yeah, you can see this one's actually splitting apart. So maybe this might be a little bit of a pain, but the connectors and all that are supposed to be the same, so this should be okay. Famous last words. Should be okay. Let's see if we can get it in here somehow. Oh. Put the jack in place. And I can't show this to you because it's hard enough for me to even see what I'm doing, let alone get it done. Trying not to break anything in the process too. That's always a little bit of a bitch. Trying to actually not break anything, you know, because breaking stuff, customers have a tendency to not like it when their stuff is broken. I'm not sure if you've heard this before, but it's true. People tend to like their shit to work. Oh my God. Get in there. Get in there, you piece of shit. I don't want to have to take this apart anymore. Come on. Have mercy on Daddy. Oof. Have mercy. Just don't make me suffer too much. I know that I've probably done something to deserve all this, but maybe just this one time we can pretend that that's not the case. Right? Right, guys? All right. Yeah, it doesn't want to go in there, and I really don't want to lift this board up, so I don't know. Actually, yeah, I think that might be okay after all. That might be okay after all. Yeah. You know what? We're starting to enter dangerous territory. I don't know how many of you have done this kind of repair, but this is potentially going to enter the realm, the unholy realm of what is commonly referred to as good enough. That's when you do the repair in a way that is good enough. It's not ideal, but it'll work, and no one will know, except that I'm broadcasting it to a bunch of people on the internet right now, so oops. Well, maybe next time I'll learn to get away with things better, huh? Alas, for now, I must really twist this wire. See, this wire being thicker makes this weird clampy thing that it's trying to go into almost impossible. I don't think that we can do it that way. I think that no matter what I do, it is going to have to conform this way. Yep. I don't think there's an alternative to what I've got here. So I guess I'll just roll with what I've got. Wait, where did this come from? Oh, the Wi-Fi card. Of course. Shit's just falling apart. Give me a second. All them beans, boy. This actually looks backwards. I'm pretty sure this is backwards. Yeah, this thing's rotated backwards. That's stupid. That's really stupid. Yeah. It seriously is backwards. Hang on a second. I'm going to hang on a second. Duplicate. And give it a name that makes it sound cool. Put it up here. And change the transform on this. Let's see. And what size should we make it? Let's see. Can you see that? Is it messing with your stream when I do that? Huh. Let me, I need to do a little math here. Hang on. Yeah, that's really beautiful. All right. There we go. That's good. That's really good. And let's slide it over just a little bit. All right. Hopefully you can see that. And now we have, well, if I don't screw it up, that is, we have full camera here, zoomed in, and now we have zoomed even more and repositioned a little bit to make things easier on me. So maybe you can see these little details. Maybe. Or not. It's really not my problem, I guess. But yeah, I think this jack's wire is backwards, and I'm going to check the color codes on these wires just to make sure that they do what they're supposed to do and not what they're not supposed to do. Show me, show me. What color are the wires, damn it? Black, black, orange. Okay. And that should match this. If we put it in the way that looks correct. Does the color code match? Yes. So we're safe. This is stupid, but we're safe. So, let's plug it up. See how much fire flies out of everything afterwards. Now, the other question is, how can I cram this wire in here such that it doesn't cause a problem? And the answer is probably you can't, knowing my luck. But we'll see. All right, so the new jack's in. Now that thing that I said I didn't have to do, I have to do. Come back over here. All right. Fire, smoke, death, murder, power. Oh, shit. Okay. Why is the CPU fan being annoying? Who knows? It's awfully loud. Stop that. Or don't. Okay. Well, you know what? It works, so I don't care. I also just realized that it's a little bright. Don't you guys think it's a little bright? I think it's a little bright. Also, I guess the computer's going to boot up now. Maybe. You know, the other problem is I did a reflow, so I actually have no idea if this thing works or not. But I'm getting a yellow light, so I assume not. Yeah, we got some LED diagnostic codes. Alright. Of course. Of course. Charged it just enough to piss me off, didn't you? At least it turns off. Okay. So, if nothing else, we've at least confirmed that it powers on. That's all I care about right now. I'll figure out whatever detailed nonsense is wrong with it a little later. Right now, I just want it to turn on at all. Knowing that it works at all makes me feel a lot better. Are these hinge screws? Yeah, they're all the same, aren't they? They kind of look like it. Yeah, they're all the same. So, now that it turns on, we can put all these little hinge bits back. For now, I can worry about trying to figure the rest out later. Well, or at least once I get it back together. For all I know, the RAM's bad. I have no idea what's going on. For all I know, maybe I have the wrong AC adapter or something somehow. I doubt it. But, you know, stranger things have happened. So, can't rule it out completely. Where's that dumb plastic thing? Here it is. That weird plastic retainer for those Wi-Fi antennas. That always makes me feel like I'm more likely to lose them to it than actually keep them. My hand's in the way, isn't it? It is. It is indeed. Wi-Fi go back. Wi-Fi go home. It's like ET. God almighty. I tell you what, man, I never really watched ET when I was a kid, even though a lot of other people did. It was... had a little trouble seeing what all the hype was about. Watching it as an adult in the 2010s, 2020s, whatever. It was not what I was expecting. Don't know how else to explain. Okay. So I had a yucky flashy code, and I don't know what it was. And chances are pretty good that it's not documented properly. So I don't know what to do with this. I mean, what I really want to do with this is open it, plug it up, and see if it will just boot up, if I'm lucky, and it just magically boots up, and there's not some sort of other horrific problem. Please don't catch on fire. That CPU fan sounds awful. It's going to need replacement. Wait. No, this is what it did last time. I've already reflowed this board on the assumption that there was a motherboard problem. Don't know how I came to that conclusion, but I couldn't do any more troubleshooting without a power jack, so what the hell am I supposed to do? But yeah, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. It is just barely off screen. Oh, wait, it says Dell. It says Dell. Holy shit. It actually says Dell. I identify as an attack Dellicopter. Hey, it works. Holy shit, it works. That is not the outcome I expected. Okay, you can go back to sleep. Okay. This is good. This means money. This is good. Hello, Lottery. I just have to call you Lottery because I don't know what else to say. Oh, man, this is great. This is some super duper stuff for me, man. I gotta tell you. So, the Ethernet problem, where the Ethernet tab is broken here, I think I have to put this in the computer first. That's the tab end, okay? I think the spring is gone. So I think I have to put the Ethernet thing in first. Then plop this down instead of the way I would normally put this together, where I slap the bottom on top of it upside down. Alright, drop that and squeeze it here. Yeah, it looks like the Ethernet is floppy, but it will do its job if someone actually needs Ethernet, so who cares. Alright. And now the only other question is, where the hell are all the screws for it? Because I just realized... Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a conundrum. I have a very bad feeling that the screws for that are the ones that have been sitting over here for a really long time. And they're mixed with another computer's. So, hang on just a second. We're going to need a big magnet for this one. Here we go. Yeah, so now we get to play a game. And that game is, whose screws are these? Obviously, these don't all go to this laptop. I mean, it couldn't be clearer that they don't all go to this laptop. There's not that many holes. But yeah, I've got a few mixed up. So, oh, by the way, this is a magnet salvaged from a laptop hard drive, in case you were wondering. So I know that... Oh, a staple. That doesn't go there. Hello, Captain America. Hello, I'm eating beans. Sorry. For the individual with the question regarding the power, yes, it is the correct connector and pinout. The wiring is just in the wrong direction. But it was also longer, so I totally just threw that screw on the floor. So all I actually had to do to get it to work... Let me borrow this to search for that screw real quick. Where'd you go, scumbag? Well, I don't know where that screw went, but I guess now I know where it's not going. It's not going back in that computer. So, let's hope I can do a better job with the remaining ones. Alright, I'm pretty sure you go here. Yep, I was right. And we'll just skip that one, I guess. I have spares, but I don't really feel like digging them up. Especially since that's not exactly the most important screw. So I don't care. We'll just leave it out. Optical drive. I can't believe that this works. This is excellent news for me. I was worried about this computer. It's been here for a while, so... It's one of those things where it just sort of got pushed off and never got pushed back on, if you know what I mean. So, alright. So what belongs in this computer? Oh, hey, wait. I found one. See, there could be another computer screws in here, but if there are, I don't care, because that other computer's long gone. So, yeah, here's a compatible screw. Success. Alright, so based on my knowledge of these machines, they don't take screws as long as what I'm seeing on some of these. Hold on. There's more over here. So I know the optical drive takes a smaller one than the rest. So chances are pretty good that the little one I have right here goes to this optical drive. Nope, it's a little too short or small. So let's try something a little bit better. What do you have? What do you have? You know what? I'll tell you what. Let's, wait, why is there a screw already in here? Is that broken? No, it just never came out. Okay. Or it's broken. I think that actually fell in the hole. Okay. That one just happened to fall into the hole, so. Alright, I have confirmed this size is probably the correct one. So that's our reference. And there are several that are not quite long enough. So let's find all these ones that are too short, that are obviously too short. And let's get them out of here. They don't need to even be considered. That's a hard drive screw. This could be the DVD screw. These are long. This looks too short. Yeah. Several of these are too short. This is the worst part, by the way, of taking apart computers and having it linger. You end up with this crap where you have to guess at what screw goes where or whatever. Which screw goes to which computer? I don't know. It's been so long. You know what? Can these holes take these longer screws? Because there's quite a few of them. Actually, I think that might work better. Yep. I'm going to go with these longer screws as being the correct ones. That's the way it feels. And my feelings are more important than your facts. Get over it. It wasn't a voltage problem, it was a power jack that had crushed inside and started shorting out. I think maybe one of the pins got smashed and was shorting against the other pin when you put in the barrel. So not great. That one is not. That is way too big for this computer. So those clearly stand out as being way too big. It's too thick for the threads too. Yeah, see, these are too big. unless there's something I'm missing. Unless they go in the back here. Nope, they're definitely too big. I'd say the shafts on those are too big. This one feels different. I wonder if it's more appropriate. Let's see. That doesn't feel like it's actually grabbing. That's weird. Yeah, I don't think this is catching properly. Oh, yeah, that's a skinny screw. Okay, yeah, those are... Why are there so many of those? So I have to play this shitty guessing game, and I hate it. These all look too skinny. There's all these skinny ones. These had to have come from a different computer. There's no way these are correct. But you know what? As long as I get this thing reassembled, I really don't care. If the screw fits, wear it. Where'd that red one go? There you are. Yeah, the shafts are the same. It's just these are just a little too short. So this one looks like it's identical. Too short, too short. These small ones I would think would go to this. Well, that one actually bit, so I'll take it. There's a screw that fell in there. I bet that goes to this. Yep, that actually does go to that. Excellent. Or at least I can convince it to go to that. I think. Maybe! Oh my god, I hate this job. This sucks. Alright, yeah, that doesn't go there. That clearly doesn't go there. It goes down, but the threads are actually they're too thick. We need a thinner boy to fit in that particular slot. Is this thinner? I don't think so. Pretty sure that's too big, just like the other one. Yep. So I think all of these are too short. So I'm starting to wonder where the hell all the rest of the screws went. They all look too short. Are we going to have to play some kind of shitty musical chairs with these screws? Or are we going to have to... We're going to have to try and find replacements or pick strategically where we install the screws. Is that where we're about to go tonight? I don't want to, but... Oh, except there's a whole pile of screws right here, so... There's even more! How many laptops worth of screws are there? Ah, hell. They were hidden behind a giant hard drive the entire time. So yeah, that's great. Maybe one of these is my savior, or not. Once again, looks a little bit too small. What a day. Well, look, the bottom line is I have replacement screws. I have plenty of them. I'm not going to have a problem getting screws to do what I need to do. So, it doesn't really matter that much if things don't quite fit. I've got screws. I'm not worried about it. That one actually went. Good. I think I may have found the screws that actually belong to this thing, mixed in with the screws from perhaps 2 other laptops. That screw really wants to go there, doesn't it? Will it fit here? Yep, that one goes there. That's good. Some of these look really short, but some of them look really long. Hey, the longer ones seem to fit. That one is not one of them. This, wait, that shouldn't have gone over there. Will that fit? On today's episode of Will It Fit? I mean, that went in. That went in. Take whatever victories I can on this. Put one over here. Hope that it goes in. It does not. It's down. Oh, I think that anchor down there is actually possibly damaged. Yeah, maybe, or it's just at an angle. What? That's stupid. All right. Are we good? Are we good? Are we still good? I think we're still good. This one doesn't go there. It just sort of fell there. Oh, God. It's like a shitty decoder ring. What's Anthem of the Sun? What's that from? Christ. I feel like I'm doing the worst jigsaw puzzle ever. Don't know why I thought that would fit. Yeah, that one fit. Alright. I'm pretty sure all of these are useless. Yeah, it looks like rat poop on the camera. That's terrible. Oh, surely there's one over here that I've just missed that will fit. Surely. Come on now. Don't disappoint me. I'm good enough at doing that to myself. I don't need your help. I can be sad without your assistance, you son of a biscuit eater. See, the head on that one's too large. Yeah, I think these aren't it. Oh, guess what? There's one empty screw hole, and I think that one screw had fallen off. And, you know what? Okay. So, when I put things back together, I put a screw right there before the cover was on. So, that's fun. Okay. And what? There's still one over here? Really? Well, where's that screw that I just discarded? Oh my god. I need, I feel like I need Entry of the Gladiators playing in the background right now. You know, the circus music. You know. That one. Yeah, so It's now lost in a sea of shitty screws that I'll never, ever be able to find it in ever again. And thus, the screw that was our savior was lost on that day. It's a funny looking screw hole, actually. I wonder... Yeah, nothing quite fits there. I wonder if there's just some kind of problem that prevents it from taking it. All right. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about it because I don't care. As long as the thing works, I really, really don't care if every single screw is exactly where it needs to be. So, this one's a success. Now, here's the fun part. See that? If you've been on previous streams with me, you've watched me do this swap before. Because the next computer to service is this. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're not seeing things. They're the same damn thing. Same exact damn thing. Except this one is good. Now, while this one, the guy keeps spilling stuff on his keyboard. He has what I have to just call it a terminal spillness, because he manages to knock over beverages on every computer that I give him. Well, he pays for the repairs, so I guess I can't complain. But, yeah. DVD drive... So yeah, I get to rip the motherboard off and do the whole chassis swap on this and think about how miserable my life is and maybe cry every time. Who knows? Did I mention I really don't want to do this? Because I don't. But it's my job. I'm going to do it. No. Alright, that one just gets to go live on the ground for a while. So... First order of business, let's get this battery out of here. By the way, the little baggie is all the screws that I've already taken out. Yeah. Alright, that's the best position for the stream. And there we go. You know, it just occurred to me, I probably should pull the stream up on my phone like I used to have it. Ooh, coffee. Ooh. And that way I can see what you guys are saying a little bit more easily. Let's see. Do I want to watch my own stream? Well, yes. Yes, I do. But I don't want to hear it. The man needs a bib because the man's eating beans because the man is hangry because the man didn't eat. See, look. You weren't here, so you didn't see my beans. So yeah. And I don't need a bib. I have someone else's computer down here. Now, why do I need a bib when I can just spill it on an HP or Dell or whatever it is? Let's start flipping up connectors. Oh yeah. This motherboard's keyboard connector, due to me replacing the keyboard so many times, no longer holds. There's actually a piece of tape because the connector will not hold the keyboard anymore. I have to have the case compress the connector and use tape to keep things from moving around. Oh, And his hard drive's missing. His hard drive's missing because I put it in another computer that I loaned him to use while I get his laptop repaired. Let's get this battery out. Focus. Get the damn battery out. Wait, was that it? Is that it? That's all the screws? Oh, thank God, that's all the screws. All right, yank this wire. Get the fuck out of there. Or don't. Okay. Yeah, I guess don't is the option we're going with. Oh, the motherboard end will come out easier. So be it. I don't care. I don't care as long as it works. I really don't give a shit. Alright. Everything's going to have to come off anyway, so I don't even know why I'm bothering with that. But whatever. Because everything that you see has to be transferred to this other chassis, so, you know, life is kind of stupid. Alright. Let's get this video cable. Ew. I think I heard a sticky noise. Ugh. Oh, God. No. Just open. Cable's clean. That's good. Oh, I'm getting real tired of doing this. I believe this is going to be the third time I've done a complete change of chassis on this particular laptop. And I do not say that with any sense of pride or enjoyment. It's really just kind of annoying, frankly. Let's get this hinge up. So I'm starting to think having that zoom lens on here is more beneficial for the repair videos, and maybe I should switch back to doing that for repair videos like this where it's top down so that I can zoom it, get you a 2x zoom without loss, because the wide lens is perfect for whenever I'm looking at the camera, but I've actually got it pretty close to the table. It has to be at a more extreme angle, and I don't think that the ultra-wide here is working out as well as I had hoped for this purpose, anyway. I'm going to go ahead and try to make my life easier by removing this optical drive connector board here, because its cable's just dangling over everything. So, get out of there. How many wires are even left at this point, guys? So I'm hoping I don't have to take that. Yep, I have to take that out. The one that goes to the fan here has to go. But not the heatsink ones. That's good. Ew. Ew. Get the battery loose. Alright. Yeah, and someone's an asshole at Dell thought it'd be a good idea to tape this power button board to the fan on the bottom. You can't see it, but right now I'm dying inside a little bit trying to get it unstuck. Thank God I've gotten it unstuck before, so it's not nearly as hard. Oh, look. And the power jack on this one goes in underneath instead of on top. But we have to transfer the power jack to the new chassis, so let's not unplug it. Let's save ourselves a little effort. And by ourselves, I mean myselves. By that, I mean me. Me. The most important person in my life. Me. I'm not narcissistic at all. Fuck you. Okay. Oh, this sucks. Now, this one didn't come completely stripped like the last one did. Oh, it's a beefy. It does look a whole hell of a lot cleaner, though. Jesus, you can just see all the smears all over this. And yeah, there's no backlight, but he didn't have a backlight in the first place, and this touchpad cable's been pulled. Alright, let's see. So we're going to need to swap over the speakers. I kind of figured that. Let's You know what? Let's get this apart. Yeah, let's get this top half off. It's a burden at this point. Let's get it out of here. This whole top half just needs to go. Get up. Come on. There you go. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's so clean. And by that, I mean it's not clean. Okay. All right. First order of business. Oh, the speakers are all one big ugly unit. Great. Of course they'd make that difficult. Oh, I'm finally just now seeing what you said about the owner needing a bib. And it's not that the owner needs a bib. The owner needs to put their beverage further away so that when they invariably knock it over by accident, it doesn't end up all over everything. Okay. This new one comes with a battery. That's weird. Whatever. Alright. Can you see that? You can see that. That's fine. Okay. Oh. New one also comes with the front LED board. That one's actually really annoying to remove, so I'm glad that it does. That is definitely going to save me a little bit of pain. I am happy about that. Alright, so the wire goes here. Routing this wire is kind of annoying. Routing this wire is really annoying. I don't know if you can see it, but it's annoying. If you look up annoying, I believe that in the dictionary there is a picture of this wire right beside it. Up, down, blah, blah, blah. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is damaged. Yeah. This is, okay. So, the post for the speaker is missing right here. It's present right here. And this screw hole here is, the threads are also missing. And it's not like I can just knock this post off easily and transfer it. Fortunately, the speaker should still work regardless. But can I just break this? Oh, fuck, I can. Okay. Well, I didn't even know that was an option. But would I want to? Yeah. Shave off the remnants of the original post here. Uh-oh. Seems like a good way for me to end up with a cut finger instead of repairing anything. Yeah, this is probably not worth all the trouble, actually. Okay, that didn't have threads on the original either. So if it only has one of the mounts, it looks like it'll be okay. I think just for kicks, I'm going to shove this up in the speaker anyway. But, yeah. It's a little disappointing to see that it's missing a couple of the mounts. But, frankly, I don't care as long as it works. And I don't know if you've noticed this, dear viewers, but I never care as long as it works. You know why? Because if it works, then someone will pay me for it, and they'll be happy. And if they're happy, and I have their money, then I'm happy too. So, who cares? Hey, Dave. I know it's been 2 minutes since you said that. Good night, if you're still here. Thanks for coming by. I'm using, okay, Angela's Amusement said I'm using a finger cuticle thingy. I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about this? This is marketed as one of a pack of 6 different clay modeling tools. If you go to eBay and look up clay modeling tools, you'll end up finding a set of 6 that has this 2 flat-ended thing. It's just plain old boring steel. But one end is curved, and one end is flat and kind of pointed. It's tapered, so it's sort of knifey. You can use this to scrape a little, and you can use this to rather safely pry at things without marring them too bad. So now it's not a cuticle thing. It's a... Okay, do I need to transfer that? No. Okay, what else do we need to transfer? The power button board needs to come over. Come on, power button board. You're invited. Oh shit, there's more broken things. What's this? What is this? This is supposed to be sticking up like that, apparently. But it's broken because whoever took this apart is perhaps not the best at their job. And that's okay as long as it works. Like I said, as long as it works, I do not care. Doesn't have to be perfect. I do not care. What was broken on this computer? The guy spilled coffee into the keyboard, and the keyboard is a non-replaceable keyboard. I can actually show you details in a little bit. In fact, I could actually show you details now. So this thing, the keyboard is this black stuff. You see this black substrate and this wire here. The keyboard's under this metal plate. Pretty darn obviously. Now the problem is that if you look here, you see that it has these plastic weld things. It's actually, this whole metal thing is held in with all these little, these were plastic rods that when they molded the original plastics that all this goes on, what happened is these little things, they stuck up, okay? And using a technique similar to how 3D printers melt plastic to form the little threads that it prints stuff out as, these rods stick up and they push down with a heated element to melt it down, and I call it a plastic rivet. I don't know if there's a proper term for it, but I call it a plastic rivet because it serves the same function as a metal rivet, but it's part of the molded plastic. And so this metal plate has quite literally been molded to the plastic to get to the keyboard, which would normally be replaceable otherwise. On a lot of these computers where the chassis that everything else screws into, motherboard and all, is the palm rest, the keyboard's usually not a unit you can get to without destroying all these welds, and trust me, it's not worth it. It is absolutely not worth it unless it's that difficult to get apart. Because the keyboard's a standard part, but it's not worth it. It just isn't. So I don't do that. I don't try to repair that. Because it would be kind of dumb. When I can just get a part for however much, $25, $30, I can't remember. Alright, we don't need the battery. I'm going to go ahead and yank this battery. We don't need the CMOS battery, so you can go live there. Oh shit, something's broken. Hey, there's a broken piece of a battery tab here. Whoever took this apart really didn't know what they were doing. This is a pretty awful disassembly by the other technician. Not gonna lie, I'm disappointed, anonymous computer repair guy or salvager or whatever the fuck you are. I don't know. Let's see. Well, you can't wipe the coffee off because if you've ever seen the inside of a laptop keyboard, it's a sandwich of membranes. Once the coffee sinks into those membranes, it just chews through things, and you'll never get the keyboard apart. The keyboard's a unit. You can't replace, you can't tear the keyboard itself into components and clean them. You have to replace the keyboard. A keyboard by itself is like $20, $25. But because of the molding, I have to use you know, a molded piece. This is the same piece with the keyboard already in it. So I'm kind of screwed. This needs to go. So yeah, unfortunately, my only option is to get, much like how touchscreen laptops, the only way to fix the broken touchscreen on some of them is just to get the whole top half, or, you know, the LCD with the touch glass fused to it already or whatever. You have to get a proprietary assembly to replace a keyboard. It is one of the most annoying things about a lot of modern laptops that you have to get this proprietary assembly just to do this. It's so stupid. Because they could have used, like, look, they use these screws, okay? Let me see if I can get it to focus on them for you. So they use these screws, right? These tiny screws. They're very flat heads on the screws, right? They use these very flat-headed screws with very short shafts to hold the CD drive molding in over here. There's no reason that they couldn't just use a bunch of those around the keyboard to hold the metal to the plastic. There's no reason they couldn't rig that up, except that it's cheaper not to. So yeah, the bottom line is, if you look down at your laptop and the keyboard on your laptop is not visually, obviously, a distinctly separate part from the palm rest and edges that you, you know, on top of the computer, you probably want to be real careful not to spill anything in it, because replacement is going to be a bitch. And there's no way around it. I hate this too. This is the power cable has to go back just like the other one, but it's mounted on the bottom, and yeah, this is not, I'm not having the luckiest of evenings, am I? Having to work with all this garbage. Okay. So the power button board's got to go back in there. The power jack, rather, has to go back in this channel that's, it's like under here. It's under here. Barely see it on the stream, but they have all these little routing pegs here that you have to wind it around. And unfortunately, since I moved the board with the power jack attached, I can't run the wire without having to, yeah, there's no good way to do this. There really isn't. It sucks no matter how you do it. Alright. There really is no good way to do this. Yeah, and you know what? You're right. Fixing laptops sucks. It sucks major ass. Desktops are easy because desktops are modular. Desktops are designed to be serviceable in general. Some desktops are actually high-end, desktopified laptops. Let's just put it that way. Like if you get an Intel NUC, those things are pretty darn great, but you're going to have a very hard time if you want to try to convince me that an Intel NUC is anything more than a laptop-style system that has been redesigned for a desktop sort of platform. Yeah, okay. Now, the wire's routed, but there's excess, and I don't know what to do about it. That's wonderful. Oh, I hate this. Get over there. Get over there. And when I try to route it, yeah. Yep. This sucks. Alright. The pain. The pain. What a fucking... I'm getting a little annoyed because I don't like this. I really don't like this. Yeah, see this power wire, there's the slack just, I don't know, man. Good luck. Good luck getting it over there. Good friggin' luck. Yep, I actually need to pull some slack out of it to get the board to go where it needs to go, but good luck with all these stupid channels that the wire has to run through. Good luck. The worst part is it looks like it was molded in the way that I put it in, but then I'm here like, I need more. And it's like, well, I'm not giving you more. Fuck you. You think you're going to be successful on stream tonight? No. Because I am HP and I hate all computer technicians. All computer technicians must die according to Hewlett-Packard. I mean Hot Pocket. Sorry, yeah, I meant Hewlett-Packard Hot Pocket. So, alright, yeah, so something's wiggling over there. Yeah. Alright, what have I royally screwed up this time? Let's find out. Oh, okay, it's where whoever disassembled this like dog shit, broke some plastic welds and bent this metal chassis. So it's not that I did something wrong, it's that they did something wrong. Well, at least I know it's not my fault. I'm always happy to find out that something isn't my fault. I'm not entirely sure how well that's going to play with the motherboard, though. I think, though, let me look. So, here, right, looks like that screw goes through there. So, the problem should be fixed when I actually reassemble the whole computer. It should push this back down. Now, I could epoxy it and wait an hour for the epoxy to set, but that just doesn't sound like fun. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop a screw in here while I work. Just for the sake of not going insane, so that it doesn't move. Alright. The keyboard's not up. Come on, keyboard, come back. Yeah, this keyboard connector here is trashed. I don't know what I did to it, but and I'm pretty sure I did whatever it is, but this particular keyboard connector will not hold. No matter what I do, it just won't hold. So I have to tape it, and then, because these little flat ribbon connectors rely on compression of the wire against the individual little springy pins to actually function, I have to put that little... If you saw that little sticky note that was installed, yeah, that was in there because otherwise it doesn't work. Look at that. It's twisted. Like, this thing is not right. So this is the other problem, is that there's actually multiple ways if you replace these keyboards or install them. There's multiple ways you can run this wire, and this wire has been run very incorrectly. I can see right now this wire for this keyboard is... there's an adhesive that was used in mucho not the right place. So I'm actually going to have to take this back up and pry that out, because that's just not going to work. There's no way. Stay out of my way. There's an adhesive holding this keyboard cable, and the adhesive is holding it at a funky angle that makes it really, really hard to put it in the connector the way it's supposed to be. So I have to yank it and try to get it where it actually belongs, which is really hard to do because I've done this before. Just that adhesive probably doesn't even need to be there, frankly. And I could stick something on it to make it not sticky anymore, but that would just negate all of the fun that we're having, right? We are having so much fun, right? Right? Why is nobody answering me? Oh, because we're not having fun, because it's a bullshit bad design that I shouldn't even have to think about. Yet here we are. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's get this screw in, and I can't remember if there were other screws holding the motherboard down, but I can at least get this one in. God almighty. Yeah, I'm not telling the client to buy an Acer. Some of those can be really bad too. I mean, honestly, every laptop maker makes duds. It's not really fair to be like, oh yeah, buy a insert brand name here, because every maker makes good and bad models. It really comes down to the model. It's not a matter of any particular, you know, laptop maker just consistently being trash anymore. It kind of felt like that back in the day, but these days I don't get that anymore. Now I've seen laptops from every maker that I'm like, that's actually pretty good. And then others where I'm like, the engineers should die. And they should live free or die hard. Alright. So yeah, I hate this, but I have to tape this cable and connector down, or the cable just pulls right back out of the connector because the connector doesn't grab at all. I do not have the... I have some of the equipment that supposedly would make it so I could heat gun off a connector from a donor board and not have this problem. But I do not have the skills, and I'm fairly confident that I'd really screw something up pretty bad if I tried. I've not had the best of luck with small component heat gun removal, etc. Just not my thing, man. I don't do board repair like Louis Rossman does. And I don't do it because it's a pain in the ass and I don't want to do it. You know, nobody's going to pay for a motherboard repair on an HP that they paid, what, probably $400 or $500 for, tops, on this thing. No, nobody's going to pay for a motherboard repair on this. It ain't going to happen. So why would I even bother trying to build those skills when, realistically speaking, the only computers that are practical to build and exercise board repair skills on are expensive ones like Macs, which is why Lewis does a bunch of shitty Macs. Poor Lewis. Now, the little flap for the keyboard it stays there, but the problem is when you fold it down, it does not clip, so to speak. It just flops. It's there, but it's loose. It has to be held down externally through some other force, like pure hatred or whiskey. I'm just making this up. Yeah, this is... ironically, this is the computer that I had more faith in, and this is going very poorly. Whereas the other one that I basically was just like, you know, if this doesn't work, to hell with it, turned out to be the lucky one, the blessed one, the one that has been resurrected. This board, something is pushing this board up, and I don't like it. I don't like this computer, the way that it's set up. I don't like the way it's built. I just don't like this. Inspiron 15-5560 something, I believe, is the model for this. And I don't like it. I don't care if I never see another one in here. However, this guy loves to spill stuff on it, so I probably will. Holy shit, the metal ripped. Okay, that's just a cruel joke. The metal ripped the, yeah. The brass insert with the threads down here actually ripped out. Jesus. What a day. What a day. This sucks. This sucks. All right. Okay. We're not out of the woods yet, as they say, but we're getting there. All right. According to this little arrow, I need to put a screw here in the motherboard. That'll at least hold it a little bit better. And a screw here, according to the arrow again, because I'm following directions. Give me just a second. I need to stand up a bit. Can't keep sitting down for too long. If you've ever heard of a deep vein thrombosis, you know why you don't want to sit down for too long. Horrific way to die, honestly. Horrific and easily prevented. You literally just have to stand up. Angela, this is the way I've made my money, my primary source of income, since, I'd say 2006. Again, sorry, I'm eating. I am quite hungry, I promise. Let's see. You know what? All bets are off on this thing. I'm going to check these screws. This is just depressing. This part is not great at all. I am disappointed in this part. It is definitely not up to the level of quality that I expect. But if I can make it work, I have to make it work. So, whatever. I believe there's only one screw that directly holds the battery down. There's also this dumb thing here. One of the brass inserts is gone for that. So there's no way to screw it down there, but there is a way to screw it down here, in theory. What? Oh, it's not lining up. Oh, I love it when that happens. That's just great. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Guess what? That's that post. That's that post that's not actually attached to anything, because I thought I could get away with not gluing it down. Well, I might have a little bit of a problem then. I didn't remember that it went there. This might also be an epoxy job at this point. You know what? Here's the deal. I don't even know why this is in here. But I think we're just going to see how things go. Because I do not feel like dealing with that right now. This computer is on a fast track to just being a lost cause that I throw out. I mean, it's there, man. It's right there. It's getting to that point where I'm just going to be like, dude, your computer is a brick. It just couldn't take it. I've repaired it so many times. It's given up. Because this is, as I said before, no exaggeration, this is the third time I'm replacing this part on this computer. Every time I do all the stuff that you just saw me do. Every single friggin' time. Every time. So, what I'm going to do is, let's just go ahead and put this back. We're going to test it. We're not going to put everything back in it quite properly. We're just going to put it back enough to test it. Because, yeah, I don't feel like it. I just don't want to. I don't want to fucking do it. Would you want to fucking do it? So, let's just get it to where we can see whether or not the computer will function at all. I don't expect it to function well. I mean, I don't have high hopes at this point for this repair being a blazing success. But at a minimum, we can at least test it. I'm going to go ahead and break this off. It's just going to fall apart anyway. Get out of there. Go on. We just need to know if we're completely screwed or if there are prospects for it to continue working like a normal computer after all of this horrific therapy is over with. So that entails getting these hinges back. Probably could skip the Wi-Fi for now. I may or may not actually do that. I haven't decided. But the hinges need to go back. No, Angela, I promise you nothing else is fried. The computer works fine. Other than the keyboard, the computer works fine. I've seen it. It just won't type some keys. But the problem is, I know it's because the keyboard's bad. So, I have no choice but to replace the keyboard. Nothing I do, unfortunately, will change the fact that I have no choice but to replace the keyboard. So, yeah, it's you know what? Where do these go? Oh, that's right, to the thing that I can't put back because I haven't done all the things, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't like this Wi-Fi card dangling, so I think I will put it back after all. I don't want it to just be wobbling around in here. If it was a huge pain in the ass, for example, for me to no, wait a minute. Okay, it goes the other way. If it was some enormous pain in the ass for me to get this Wi-Fi card back where it needed to be, I'd just yank it from the antennas and leave it out for the time being. But it's not a huge deal to put it back in its place. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. That way, if this does work and I can get it screwed back together, I don't have to worry about it still needing me to do that. Let's run the display cable. Needs to feed through here. The display cable's a piece of absolute dog shit too. Case in point, someone at Dell thought it was a real good idea. I don't know if you can see it, but this connector here, okay, I'm going to put the EDP connection in, right, and I'm going to lock it down. But someone at Dell thought it was a real good idea to, right here, where the cable is not really that flexible, to put a metal clip it has to go under, and a post that forces you to route it around. There's just, it's always something, man. It's always something with this damn thing. If it ain't one thing, it's another. You know, insert euphemisms here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Is there... let me guess. Is something going to block the damn optical drive the way that I've got this set up? Well, I don't know, but I didn't put the optical drive board back. Oh, and guess what's in the way of that? The display cable. Yeah. Although that's my fault. I can't really blame Dell for me not putting things back together in order, huh? That's kind of stupid. That really should have gone back a lot earlier in the process. So, I get one King Dingus award tonight, I suppose. Come back. Hello, Mr. J. I'm glad you're loving the stream. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm also a variant of Mr. J, if someone was being weird. So, you're in good company. Or at least, you're in mediocre company. So on a personal note, for me, because it's so tedious doing this stuff, I do have some difficulty understanding, like, putting myself in the shoes of people who actually enjoy watching me do this stuff, because it's tedious to me. It's so tedious. And I don't know. Everybody has different interests, and I suppose that explains it, but doing what I do, I couldn't actively watch someone doing what I do. It would drive me insane. It's one of the reasons that I never actually watch any of Louis Rossman's repair streams or any of that stuff. Just because it's a lot of time, and boy, it kindles my hatred for the way this stuff is put together. Put some fresh fuel on that fire. Like that fire needs any more fuel. So, okay, I think I've got this thing back together correctly. I guess, if it's not right, I'll find out when I plug it up and all the smoke comes out and, some knight shows up going, "Where's the fucking dragon? I see smoke." Got my spear ready. Alright, please don't short out. Please don't explode. Come on. Alright, power. Are you going to turn on like the other one? Or did the battery relieve you already? Okay, the front LED is on. Can you see that? I don't think you can from there. Yeah, you can now. Look, see that? The LED's on. Let me get you a better view. There you go. Alright. I have to turn it on and test it. You know what? I think it actually would be a good idea for me to go ahead and do some more of the reassembly effort before I try to mess with it, rather than after. Let's see. So, the worst part... Yeah, this doesn't want to line up. The battery and hard drive thing may not line up. So there's just like a hodgepodge of things that could go wrong here. I'm so looking forward to this. So let's just apply this. Yep. Oh, God. It sounds like... I don't know. It sounds like someone like walking on gravel. Ugh. Oh, it's terrible. It looks like the holes are lining up, though, which is a miracle. You know, it just occurred to me I have 2 extra screws. How did that... Oh, that's right. I know how that happened. We're just going to pretend like that didn't happen, okay? Come on. Come on. Open the bag, damn it. This is not one of my little baggies. This is clearly one that I repurposed that is not... Okay. Yep. I'm not playing that game. Well, it looks like the mystery is solved. These are actually quite long. Alright, so... I see hard drive screws. I see CD drive base screws. Good. Okay, let's get this thing put back together. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, let's. I mean, here's the thing, man. I'm the captain of a ship, and I am riding that ship out into the repair-infested waters. And like any good captain, even if I know that the ship is doomed, I'm gonna go out into those waters with my doomed ship, and I'm gonna do the best job of failing that I possibly can. This fail box that I'm trying to reason with for some strange reason, because I have psychological problems, I suppose, is my ship. I'm going to sail it out into the waters of fixing shit hell. And we'll see what happens. That screw doesn't go there. I don't remember what kind of screw does. Anywho, let's put a screw through the worst spot right here. And it worked. That's the one that both the battery and the hard drive go through, so that's good. What about this one? Oops, it worked. Okay. Okay, that's two. I mean, clearly there's still a bit to do yet, but that's two. Is this one of these? No, it's not. And did I just lose it? No, I didn't. But there is... Well, was, I suppose. I don't know where that tiny screw is supposed to go, but not there is probably correct. Alright. Let's... You know what? I didn't put the thing in that compresses the keyboard either. Let's see what it does without it. Let's just... Alright, what's that? Yeah, I love it. I hear stuff shaking around in there. That's the mark of a good repair, my friends. So when you rattle it and it rattles back. Oh, and this one's Ethernet's broken too. Oh, this one has battery power. Oh my god. A battery in a laptop? It's like a revolution. Okay, what are we gonna do here? I need power. No boot device? No shit. Oh, it's on the other side. Because it's not upside down anymore. No boot device. You know why there's no boot device? Because, well... because there's no boot device. Why else? Damn! Alright. My lady friend, are you watching this stream? If you are, you need to know that your bunny is going to save the day. Or at least, let me find out how bad the day is. At a minimum. Yes, press any key to reboot the machine. Oh god, no, where's the any key? But that answers that question. Oh, I guess I found the any key. Yep, I don't know if this keyboard repair is going to fly. But, we're going to see how bad it is. Can I even get a boot menu? Who freaking knows? Apparently saying lady friend was the wrong thing, so... Girlfriend. My female companion. My hetero life mate. Bonus points if anybody watching knows what movie I got that phrase from. Oops. Alright, so the keyboard doesn't really work, so we get to rip it open and put the little pad in that I folded up and specifically intended to use to make the keyboard work. Oh, guess what? I have to pry it back open. Why? Because why not? Ah, you son of a bitch. I hate this computer so much. Yeah, I'm very close to just telling the guy it's screwed. Keep the loaner that I gave you. Because I already transferred his data to it. I mean, I moved his hard drive over to it. It's not like he's missing much of anything. He's probably perfectly fine with it. I haven't heard a peep out of the man. Although at some point that loaner will probably end up drinking. And I don't know if you know this, but computers don't drink. Not until I get to play with them enough, that is. Alright, so I don't know about this keyboard repair, man. I don't know. I don't know if this puts enough pressure on it at this point or not. But, oh, look, the coffee got to that too. Why am I not even remotely surprised? But yeah, this whole thing is just dicey beyond belief. I shouldn't even have to do this. Let's just be honest here. I shouldn't even have to do this. This shouldn't even be a thing. Like, putting the keyboard, putting a little compression piece of, like, paper on the keyboard to get it to work is not really a proper repair job. It'll work. It's worked before. But that's really not the point, now is it? Damn it. You have to put at least that one screw there to keep the compression on it. Uh-oh, this one's not landing this time. Wait. Oh, well. Put the right kind of screw in, dumbass. It might work if you actually put the right screw in the damn thing. You know. Crazy notion there, but holy shit. Just needs a longer one. There you go. Alright, and I'll put a couple more in here just for good measure. So the keyboard thing's right here. Okay? Computers drink all day, my friend. Forget Sunday, computers drink all day. I'm going to put one here just to maximize the chances that this piece of shit actually... Oh, wait. I can't. For whatever reason, a screw won't go in there, so... Never mind. I guess there's no maximizing the chances for me right now. Oh, well. That's okay. Alright, that part's compressed. Let's see what it does. Where's my bunny? Damn it, where's my bunny? I can't fix computers without my bunny! It's a Dell. Not the singer. The computer. Enter. See? Enter works now. Dickhead. Alright. Because of course it does. Now, my problem is that I need to test all the keys because he was having a problem with shift not working, of all things. Of course, if you pour enough coffee into shift, it's kind of guaranteed to not work. Shut up. Oh, I already knew that. Okay. What is that? Yeah, that works. Tab. Well, that's not going to work. That worked. QWERTY Astiviggle. And then if I hold shift, well, shift works. Oh, and other shift works. And control C works. Tilde, 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 tilde. It all works. And that's not even what I think it is. Yeah. Alt FN. Yep. Okay. So the keyboard works now. So like I said, smash it down and it just magically works. Power off. So confirmed, the stupid, somehow still alive zombie piece of shit is in fact repaired. Yeah. I kind of just don't want to put it back together at this point. See, the other problem is I have to go back out to the guy's house, get his hard drive out of the loaner computer, and put it back in here. So it actually would be kind of stupid for me to try to put this back together right now. I should just put the screws in a bag and walk away. Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, I think all those go there. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. But this time, in case you haven't seen it before on my other streams, I use these things. Baguettes. They're not very French, but whatever. They still kind of work. They're little tiny zippy plastic bags. That is... Okay, yeah. And they're just enough to hold whatever you need. And if I'd have been thinking about it, I would have stuffed this in where the hard drive was, because that's really the best place to store them. So we'll put the screws in this little baggie. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to have to stop off at his place and do the swap and get it back together and going and get my loaner back before he drowns it in his coffee-flavored sorrows. So there you go. I have successfully repaired two of basically the exact same model Dell with two very, very different problems. And I have enough salvage screws over here in the corner to play with, so that, you know, if I can't pay attention, I can use that as a fidget spinner or something, I guess. Anyway. Anything I miss in the chat? Anybody say anything really cool? Let's see. I'm going back a bit. I can't go all the way back. I am glad that so many of you enjoy my stream. I'm also glad that a lot of you don't have to do this daily. Asking about Linux boot animation package called Plymouth. I know nothing about that. I actually don't use desktop Linux. I only use it for server stuff now. Let's see. The best version of Windows was Windows 2000, by the way. Hey, Capchan America, just so you know, Hetero Life Mate was from the film Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. If you're not old enough to have seen that movie from 2000 and you like slapstick, you know, over-the-top humor, dirty humor, you should definitely go watch it. Let's see what you got here. So, Angela, you said, what do I charge him for that? If you're talking about the keyboard replacement work that I just did, my labor charge for a full laptop disassembly, which is basically stuff where you have to take the whole motherboard out, is $160. And I'm in North Carolina. If I was in New York, it'd cost more. But I'm not. I'm in North Carolina. So $160 for the labor. And then the part cost on top of that. Usually I just pass that through, whatever I paid for it. Let's see. All right. I think that's it. Unless somebody, there's about a 30-second delay on the stream, so I'm asking now if anybody has any questions or anything they want to throw out there before I cut it off for the evening, please let me know. In the meantime, I'll make it so that you can actually see me instead of a computer. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Check this out. My girlfriend's bunny drive gift that I love so very, very much because it's so darn cute. Well, this thing, focus camera, focus on the bunny. Focus on the bunny, camera! It's got a little bear coffee mug that the bunny sits in and is jumping out of with glee. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? I swear. Alright. Alright. Okay, I think that's about it. So, this is now a Watch Me Eat Cold Bean stream. I feel fatter already. Were you born in the mid-90s or something? Yeah, a little before your time, but it's back when things were allowed to be funny. kind of miss it. You definitely couldn't make the gay jokes they made in that movie today. So, really? Show feet? Really? I'm not going to show feet. I'm fat. That requires me to lean funky. Oh. Yeah, that toilet paper always likes to... I have a huge fan behind me and it blows the toilet paper all over the place. Alright. So, anything else other than my damned feet? From computer repair to mukbang. Well, the funny thing is, the entire time I've been sitting here, on my stove, I have some keto chili that I made that's been simmering. It's a pound of ground round, so 85% beef. A whole bunch of sweet mini peppers. A whole white onion chopped up. Tomatoes, chilies, chipotle peppers. You know. Basically, I'm trying to be marginally less fat, so... And it's a lot easier to do with chili because you can just make a huge pot of it like I did, throw it in the fridge, and when you want some, you just slap it in the microwave for 90 seconds, and you've got a healthy meal that doesn't actually require effort. So, it works for me. Apple II, Commodore 64 here. I don't have mine anymore. A lot of them actually failed due to the ROMs going bad. But, yeah. Cooking with Jody. What do you think this is, Mental Outlaws channel now? But yeah, I actually thought about that. I actually thought about doing a silly little impromptu, here's me making chili stream, but it's such a pain in the ass, I really wouldn't want to share that with anyone. Okay. I have been advised by my hetero life mate, female partner, girlfriend, individual that manages apparently my blooming sex work business, I suppose, that I just need to charge for showing feet. Woohoo. Yeah, I had a VIC-22. So anyway, I think I'm going to cut it off here because I have... Now, I know it's like, what? Oh, yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. So, I should go to bed, but I can't because I'm amped up, and that chili's still cooking. It takes hours. So I'm going to cut this off and do all the other things that I probably should be doing. And there will be more streams, so just watch. If you have Telegram, go to, I think it's like, what is it? What is the URL for my Telegram? t.me/Jody _Bruchon. And I think I can actually put that in the chat. No? Really, asshole? Oh, it's because of the way the live chat works. If you follow me on Telegram, or, you know, my Telegram broadcast channel, if you follow me there, then you'll be able to get notices for the streams immediately. The problem with YouTube is that YouTube doesn't tell people about streams until it's kind of late. I have people come in 30, 40 minutes into a stream and go, oh my God, I only just now realized that there was a stream. Because they'll have it set to a bell subscribe, they'll even hit the notify me, and they won't get the message until God knows when. But on Telegram, it just comes right through. So do the Telegram thing, it'll help if you don't want to miss a stream. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for watching, and as the outro, enjoy my little flickery slideshow of Gazing Cat Productions wallpapers I've made when I got bored over the past couple years. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. So I only just realized it says stream will start shortly, but it's the end of the stream, so that's great planning. So I'll just leave you with whichever one this is.